Are you trying to decide between the love bangle and the Juste Clou? Well, you've just found yourself the right video. Cheers! Welcome to my channel. I'm Andri. Today's video is all about the Cartier love bangle and the Juste Clou, or the JUC, or the Juste Clou, or just a nail. But before I get onto all of that, I invite you to subscribe if you haven't already. Whilst you're there, you can ring my bell, and a thumbs up is very much appreciated. Okay, if you're sitting back relaxed with your drink in hand, let's start talking Cartier. Cheers! Okay, I'm going to go quickly over the packaging. So this is the packaging to the Juste Clou. So it is a box, and if I remember correctly, yeah, one of the sides open up like so, and then inside the box we have another box. And then this is where the Juste Clou sits, like so. So that's what that looks like. Beautiful, beautiful packaging, but of course that's what we're paying for. Again, the Cartier comes like so in a box. So the outer box is slightly different than my Juste Clou. That could just be coincidental. So inside another box, which opens up like that. So this is the little screw that goes with my Cartier love bangle, and the difference is here you've got a space for your screw, and it's slightly different there. So there is a difference between the two, and you can see there's a little plastic thing in there where your screwdriver would slip into it. I have a bit of tape on my screwdriver. My sales assistant at the time when I bought it added the tape to the screwdriver to stop it, if I can get it out, to stop it, as you can see, scratching my love bangle when I tighten it, which I've hardly had to do. I think I've tightened it once, and that's more recently. It was my sales assistant that put it on me when I was trying it on, and I said, "So leave it on, I'm taking the bangle." So it was a brand new one that she was trying on me, so I just kept it there. And then, so that's the packaging. This is the big bag, the Cartier bag that comes with it. Of course, these come in different sizes as well. When you buy your Cartier jewellery, you normally get a cleaning kit, which looks like so, which I have never used, and you normally get a travel pouch as well. These are the travel pouches for the bangles, and you also get your booklet with your certificate in it as well. That's for my love bangle. So that's all the packaging. So with the packaging out the way, I'm going to discuss sizing, comfort, wear and tear. Is it worth it? And of course the quality is undeniable. First of all, I'm going to talk about my bangles. So I have the Juste Clou in the small size, and I have the regular Cartier bangle. They are both in yellow gold. They are solid 18 karat gold. I've never ever taken this off since the moment I bought it. I've never ever taken this off since I received it as a replacement, and I talk about why I needed to replace this one in my last video, which I will link below. I will link all videos that I've done on my Cartier jewellery in my description box, so you can check it out there if you want to see why I had to exchange the Juste Clou. So that's my Cartier bangles. Now let's discuss sizing. So my Cartier love bangle is in 18 centimeters. My Juste Clou is in 17 centimeters, and the size of my wrist is 16.5 centimeters. So to measure for the Cartier bangles, you measure at this point here where the bone is, that's where you are told to measure for your sizing. So my wrist all the way around here measures 16.5 centimeters. Now when you buy the love bangle, you are recommended to go up a size and a half to 2 sizes. When you are purchasing the Juste en Clou, you are told to go for your actual size. Now if you have a love bangle already and you are looking to purchase the Juste en Clou, then you size down by 1 size of your love bangle. So my love bangle is 18 centimeters and my Juste en Clou is 17 centimeters. Now the way the bangles are supposed to fit, they are not supposed to roll down your hand or up your elbow. That's the perfect fit. They are supposed to fit comfortably with not too much space. Now just for reference here, just in case you have an Hermes click clack or click H, when I size for my click clacks or my click H's, they are in the GM size. So that is how you size for your Cartier Juste en Clou and your love bangle, and that goes exactly the same for the large Juste en Clou as well. So you size for your actual wrist for the Juste en Clou and you size up 1.5 to 2 centimeters for your love bangle. Now the other thing is, when you're measuring your wrists, your dominant hand will be a larger size than your other hand, so you need to take that into account. You need to kind of know if you're wanting to swap the bangle over, then obviously you go for the larger size. And the other thing you need to take into account is the weather. So if it's on a really hot day when you're measuring, your wrist size is going to be slightly bigger as opposed to a colder day. So you need to take all of these things into account when you are measuring. The other way you'll know that the bangle fits properly is the bangles are not supposed to twist round. So as you can see, that bangle will not twist round, and my Juste en Clou won't twist round either once they're on the wrist. And when you look at the bangles, you will see that the bangles are actually an oval shape, the exact same shape as your wrist. So as you can see, and the love bangle is the exact same. Now I've never taken my love bangle off, so I'm not going to take it off for this video, but this is the shape of the Cartier bracelets, which is the perfect shape because that's the shape of our wrists. You know, a lot of the time when we buy bangles, they will be a round shape, and that's why they always end up out of shape as well, and that's something that I find with these, they just do not go out of shape. Now let's move on to the closure of the bangles. Now as you can see, my small Juste en Clou is a matter of on and off like so. There is no closure, there is no hinges on the Juste en Clou, which for me makes it more secure. I'm not worried about it unclipping and falling off. Now the love bangle is screwed onto your wrist, so it has 2 screws. It has one on this side here and it has one on the other side there, and to me again that makes it more secure. There's no hinges, there's no clips. When you buy the smaller love bangle, it is hinged, but it does have a screwdriver as well. And the regular Juste en Clou, the large Juste en Clou, that is hinged and it also has a clip, and I've seen plenty of videos where people have had problems with it just opening up. Obviously they are faulty bangles and they're falling off, but this, I like this because there's no hinges, it's not going to open up. This will not come off unless I actually take it off, and I have to twist it and take it off. You know, once you get the hang of it, it's really easy. And this again, I've never had any problems with this becoming unscrewed. I've only ever had to tighten the screws once, and that's more recently. Now on to comfort. I find both these bangles comfortable, extremely comfortable. Now the Juste en Clou is very, very, very light, very, very comfortable, and the same goes for the Cartier. Now when you look at the Cartier, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, if I'm going to be able to show it here, but if you look inside the Cartier bangle there, you will see the screws actually come out on the inside of the bangle. I really don't know if that's going to pick up, but that's the screw there, and just in here you can see how the screws come out. So this is why you need to make sure that the bangles are sized properly. I do not feel those screws at all. You know, they've never bothered me. I've never kind of thought, oh, that's irritating me, because I have sized my bangle properly, so you don't even notice that those screws, you know, that's a question I have been asked before about my love bangle, and honestly I don't even notice that the screws are like that. And because of the shape, it is shaped just like my wrist. I find them extremely comfortable. I've had people say that the bangle is heavy. I don't find it heavy at all. I don't even notice that they're on my wrist, but then I am somebody that has always worn a bangle, so I don't even notice them at all. So for me, I find them both extremely comfortable. But what I will say here is, now the Juste Clou has a tendency to get caught up. So sometimes it will get caught up onto jumpers. I'm looking at it, so I don't like the way it's sitting there, so I'm going to turn it round to the way that I actually like it to sit, because I don't like the bangle to sit that way. But go, just put that back on like so. I've also had this bangle, the Juste Clou, get caught up like into my other bangle. I don't know how that happened, but I kind of got caught up and I felt as if I was handcuffed. So I have had that bangle, not often, but it has happened that this bangle here does kind of catch on certain things as well. Wear and tear of the bangles. The love bangle shows scratches. There is nothing you can do to stop it from showing up scratches. Because it is a flat surface, it's quite wide, it will show up the scratches. You know, initially when I got it, I tried to protect it. I would use sweatbands, but actually, you know, relax. When you get your love bangle, you need to just accept from the moment you put it on, it's going to scratch. And that's exactly what my sales assistant told me when I bought the bangle. That she told me that straight. She was, look, Andri, it's going to scratch. Just see it as part of the bangle. And she's, at the end of the day, if you don't like the scratches, we can buff them out for you, she said, but we do not recommend getting them buffed out unless you're going to add another bangle and so as they look the same. Because if you're going to buff them out, the scratches are going to happen again. And when you do buff them out, when Cartier do buff them out, it is said that, you know, it's buffing away some of the gold. Personally, I would never get mine buffed out. I don't even notice the scratches anymore. Initially, it would be, yeah, I did notice them. You know, I wear mine with other bangles, so it's gonna hit against the other bangles. I am a very kind of move my hands all about, so the bangles are moving about all the time. I work out a lot. I do wear sweatbands when I work out, and really, I don't worry about them. So wear and tear, as far as scratches are concerned, yes, they do show up. But it scratches and it's still as beautiful as the day I got it. Juste Clou, you just do not see the scratches. You would think even at this nail part here, because the way I have mine sitting and it's hitting off the love bangle, that it would show up scratches, and honestly you just do not see the scratches on the Juste Clou. So if you are the type of person that scratches are going to bother you, the love bangle is not for you. Go for the Juste Clou, because it really doesn't show any scratches. Now, as far as any other wear and tear, the bangles are the exact same shape as when I bought them. There's no misshaping of the bangle. They are solid bangles, and apart from the scratches, you know, there is no wear or tear on these bangles at all. And you know, I've never ever taken off either of the bangles. I wear them all the time, whatever I'm doing. If I'm gardening, which I really do, that's Rico's job. But what, you know, if I'm working out, if I'm showering, doing housework, my bangles are always always on. So really, really nowhere in tear apart from the scratches. Let's now talk about traveling with the bangles. Okay, so do they buzz when you go through, and do you get stopped, and are you allowed to take them off? Oh, the questions I get about travelling with the bangles. Travelling? What is travelling? Nobody's travelling now because we're in lockdown. So if you're looking at this video 3 years on from this date, at this precise moment in time, we are in full lockdown. Okay, let's move on. Back onto Cartier. So, travelling. I buzz. Well, even before I had my love bangles, I always buzz. I think I now know why I buzz, why I scent the alarms. I think it's the underwiring in my bras. But I've discovered a bra now that I love without underwiring. Why am I talking about bras when I'm supposed to be talking about Cartier? Honestly. Right, back onto Cartier. So, yes. Now, I have been stopped and I have been asked to take the bangles off, and I've explained the bangles do not come off. Actually, even my diamond one does not come off. You know, none of these. And I haven't travelled with the Juste, Clou, but I've travelled with the love bangle, and it has been accepted. What happens is I then get searched. But honestly, I've always got searched, you know, so... You know, it's the thing. Like I said, I've always been stopped, and it's not because I'm wearing a love bangle. The other thing I want to add here about the buzzing and all of that. Now, you know, if you're wearing good quality jewellery, so if you're wearing gold, if you're wearing silver, that's not what's setting off the alarms. What sets off the alarms is like magnetic metals. That's what's setting off your alarm. That's why I think it's probably things like my underwiring in my bra, or I don't know, maybe even buttons on your trousers. It's not actually your gold and silver jewellery. Good quality gold and silver jewellery do not set off the alarms. So really, you know, if you've got your good quality jewellery, your platinums, your golds and your silver, you shouldn't really be asked to take them off. I know some people do, but you know, it's the same with everything. People just like to make up their own rules and regulations, but actually that's not what's setting off the alarms. So let's move on to, are they worth it? Now, I haven't discussed pricing here because you can go onto the website and check the pricing, and the reason I'm not discussing pricing is because the price changes all the time, but we are talking thousands for these bangles. Now, are they worth it? Are they worth it? Well, first of all, Cartier is one of the best luxury brands in the world. It is one of the finest jewellery houses. So that's about the actual house. But are these bangles actually worth their weight in gold? Well, the simple answer to that is no. We're paying here for a lot more than the gold. We're paying for the luxury brand is what we're paying for, and I've spoken about that time and time again. Does that make it worth it for me? Yes, it does make it worth it for me. But when I'm buying into this, I'm buying into this brand because of the heritage, because of the quality. They are distinctive, timeless luxury, but simple. They are classic. They are modern. They are the whole package. You can dress them up, you can dress them down, you can wear them with any outfit. They look absolutely fine. You know, I could be in the house with my pyjamas, with my dressing gown, but I've got my Cartier bangles on because I never take them off. Knowing what I know now, would I buy them again? I absolutely would. Which one would I choose if I only had one? Easy. It's the Cartier Love Bangle for me all the way. Would I like to add more? I would love to add more. I actually think I have more than enough as a stack just now, and I absolutely love what I have. I don't know if I added more, if it would then just be too much. You know, I've got to learn less is more sometimes. I do wonder sometimes how the thin platinum love bangle would look stacked next to these, but who knows. Anyway, that's my comparison of the two bangles. I hope you have found it helpful. Thank you very much for watching. If you would like to see more videos from me, I'm going to link one right here, and if you're not already subscribed, then just press the A right here, and I'll catch you next time. Bye! Cheers!